This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Corielli and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show, we're back. What's up? How's everybody doing? Let's just get into it, Sebastian. Now that I got visual, I'm not liking the look. You don't look happy, bro.
Well, I pulled in today.
Okay.
As we well know, there's a problem here with the valet.
Yes, we all know. Last show, you tipped them out, and they couldn't. Okay.
So I pull in.
Oh yeah.
I get out.
Right.
He's there writing on his pad or whatever he's doing. He's writing on this ticket that he gives me. I come out, and I got the look of death. Right. I got no smile, no nothing.
I see that.
Right. I said, room 402, because you got to say that or he'll charge you right off the bat. So as soon as you get out of the car, you got to say 402. 402. You got to leave by 7. I got a private party coming in. If I had a blunt object, it would have been in his throat. This guy...
Yeah.
Needs to go.
Yeah.
I gotta find another option, man.
What, does he own this parking lot?
I don't know. It's a mystery. No one knows what company this is. No one knows who owns the land. If this guy, no one knows.
Yeah. See. You're rubbing your eyes. He's rubbing his eyes for anyone who's not watching the cast now. Whoever's still just listening to it, we step out of the cave.
They don't even know where to find it. I don't even know where to get the video.
Last show, you said it was going to be on your YouTube channel.
Well, we finally got, quote unquote, legal clearance now.
To have our own show on your channel? I don't
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So now we're in the clear?
Now we should be in the clear this week. It'll be up on my YouTube channel. We put the split screen of us. We gave them a little tease this week. And I'm sorry, another thing I shouldn't have done. I just went down to see the comments and how people were enjoying it or not enjoying it. And there's one that stuck out at me. I don't know if you saw it, but
I didn't.
It's one of these... I'm sorry, did I miss the funny? One of these. You ever get one of these? The sarcasm?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, blunt object, it would have went right in this guy's head.
Yeah. You're ruining my show now hearing this. Who is this schmuck? I don't... My Twitter and my Instagram, all the people that listen to the cast, they're awesome. We all have a ball. And if one person says something a little out of line, Jimmy from Boston, everybody else is all over him. So I don't like this. I need feel good. Everyone's good. I reply nice stuff. Who is this guy?
I don't know. I didn't pay any attention. I just read it.
Basement dweller. Yeah, I hate this. But listen, getting back to this parking situation.
Yeah.
And I know this is something that you're not comfortable discussing, but with the success that you're having now, what we haven't tapped into yet is there's a level of power that comes with this, bro. I mean, the way Watt just tweets out one hard no about the NFL negotiations and everybody just goes back to the fucking room. Right? Like all these lawyers are calling their loved ones. Carol, I think I'll be home for Saturday's dinner. And then what? Hard no. We're going to be late. JJ don't like it. It's power. If this guy doesn't own the parking garage, you have the power to tell iHeart, if you want me on the show, this guy's got to go. We got to get this guy out. And he's gone. I literally have a note here for the first time ever. I need to call in a power favor from you. It's on my notes.
Well, as long as we're on the power favor, what do we got?
If you go to podcasts and then you go to our show, the Pete and Sebastian Show, I can't show you because it's on my phone, but when it comes up, the profile, it says, host, Sebastian Maniscalco, picture you. And then for me, it says like a yearbook, and I had the mono. When they did the photo, it says Pete Corielli, circle with photo unavailable. right?
Oh, wow.
So I go to my management, and I'm loving this guy. He's fantastic. And I'm like, can we take care of it? He goes, done. Boom. So about a week later, a guy who works here, head of security, great guy, he sends me a text last night. And he's like, where are you, bro? And I'm like, what is he talking about? And then he shows me the picture, like, meaning, where's my face? So I call back my manager, and I'm like, hey, what's up? I thought we were going to. And he goes, I reached out to iHeart 4 times. I'll reach out again. I go, you know what? I'll reach out to Nick myself over there. Great guy over at iHeart, right? We get back from the head of marketing at iHeart that they've been having this problem with a lot of their co-hosts on shows, and it's an Apple problem, and Apple won't correct it. And right now, there's, you know how people usually give you a little hope, like, we're working on it, we'll keep you posted. It ended with, there's nothing we can do. So you know, I'm like, if I got make it happen, bro.
So listen, you know what I would have done if I were you?
Call you?
I would have. First of all, I would have went to the other shows on iHeart to see if that's a problem, or they're just telling you it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but either way, I feel like my homework is done. I'm just going to go to my friend and call in favor. I haven't called in. Have I ever? I mean,
no,
in 8 years. I'm really only kidding, too. I mean, it's all true what I'm saying, but yeah, whatever. I'm not losing.
No, I mean, we'll handle that this week. But what I'm saying is I want to find out. That's because that's what I do. When I get information like that, I go and do my homework and go, let me see if it's just everybody or they're screwing me out of this.
Yeah.
So I'll make a phone call. I don't know what it's going to do. I could barely park my car out here.
Oh man. Anyway.
Oh man. I want to pick your brain on this here. Because we haven't really talked about it on the show. Maybe we mentioned it in passing, but this coronavirus.
Yeah.
Now, over the course of the last 7 days, this has escalated in severity from like, hey, a few people got it. Now it's a worldwide epidemic, and we're going to be walking around in plastic soon, right? Do you go buy N95 mask?
No, because
when you travel.
No, it doesn't. It's not going to, no. Do you think it's going to really help? It's, you know what I'd equate it to? Sandbags when there's a flood. You ever see people stacking sandbags? It doesn't do shit. All it does is keep these people occupied from sitting there going, we're fucking dying. We're about to be flooded. Give them sand. Let them stack sand. So everyone's going to put their masks on, and you're still going to die or not die. Bro, me and you, I'm Italian guy, we're going to just shake this thing off. like a mild cold. You're going to have it and not even know you had it until you found out you spread it to somebody else. You kidding us with our immune system?
Well, the Italians apparently are freaking out in Italy because they went from 2 people having it to 135 overnight.
Yeah, I know.
And everybody's clearing pasta off the shelves over there. So my question to you is,
that's true.
I was on a plane this past weekend and I fell asleep, right? Now, have you ever fallen asleep on an airplane and woken up from the sleep and you were sleeping with your mouth open and you got some weird, like, when you sleep on a plane with your mouth open, when there's... You could almost taste the virus.
I think that's a form of suicide. How did he go? Oh, he slept on Delta flight with his mouth open. Oh, shit.
I feel like...
taste the virus.
If a virus had a taste, it would be the taste you have in your mouth when you wake up from a 3-hour nap on a United Airlines flight. Now, my question to you is, I don't know what's on these planes. It's 157 people, tight packed. You're traveling. Somebody might have came in from China, catching a flight from LA to New York, whatever the hell it is.
Right.
You don't think there's and apparently these medical masks that people are wearing don't do nothing. You got to get a special grade mask that painters wear to paint.
Oh, here we go. We need the Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, right? The LDC mask. What's DiCaprio wearing. That's what we all need. That's how, right?
So you're not worried one bit about this. You're on your day like any other day. You're not stocking up on water just in case of a global meltdown.
No, because most people are getting it and being okay, and it's like, come on, if they are, I mean, now here's where I would start to freak out. This is the turning point.
All right,
when you're getting off the plane and the pilot's hovering in the doorway, he's got a mask on. Fuck, that's my last flight for a long time. Shit.
So you're saying as people are saying goodbye,
It's just good. Thanks for flying Delta. That's when you tap out, man.
You make a great point because you don't see the flight attendants, you don't see the pilots wearing them, and I wonder if that's a company mandate where they go, "Hey, listen, we know this virus is going around, but you well know that a mask is not part of the Delta uniform, and if you wear the mask, then the people are going to freak out." Do you think they're told not to wear it?
You're probably right, dude. That is exactly probably what's happening, and maybe even more to that point, they're so piped in, like, because they gotta know, right? So he's gotta been probably like, listen, these masks ain't doing shit. Like I said, the sandbag thing. So you don't even need it. So they're like, all right, but don't tell the passengers. They're all gonna be wearing them. Let them, you know? Yeah, shit. So I saw today in the news, it said we need 270 million masks in America. That's how many we're short. Dude, are we gonna get to a point where we're all wearing masks?
Well, I'm telling you right now, I just read an article that there's a renowned doctor that said that, it's not like we're all going to be dying, but, they're going to shut down international travel and then shortly after that, shut down domestic travel. And basically people are going to be quarantined to their homes. So you would need a mask just to walk around and talk to people. I tell you what, if it gets that bad, where they shut down travel altogether, I ain't coming out of my house. Oh, you're not going to see me.
Yeah, you moved just in time, too, man. I don't even need the corona to stay holed up at your joint for a month. By the way, is this like chicken pox? If you get it and beat it, you're good to go? Can you just walk around with your shirt off around everyone dying going, sorry?
I don't even know. Like that's how uneducated I am on the whole thing. It's like, I was talking to my sister before I even got in here, and she's like, "No, it's one of these things. Like if you catch it, you got it, and then it takes its course, and then you get over it. The people that are dying from it are the elderly and young kids. But you mean to tell me?" They don't have something. I mean, we're putting people on the moon, and we don't have something that, here, if you get the corona thing. How did this even start, by the way? Do we know that?
God, if DJ Lou was here, he'd play some Chinese music right now. I mean, come on. How do you think it started, bro? And by the way, we're coming up with it can't start in China.
I know, but like, how? How does this thing start? How does a virus like this start? I don't know. You don't know either because you're fishing right now.
No, I know, but I am fishing. I am fishing, which ironically, one thing is theories we're all fish. Another one is possibly that they put it out there, man.
Well, that's what Rush Limbaugh was saying today, that this is the common cold and everybody's freaking out, and it's a way to destroy the economy. I mean, the stock market's tanked 2 days in a row, and this is something that it all revolves around Trump, and they're trying to bring down Trump. So now they put the coronavirus. They couldn't get him on impeachment. Now they're getting him on the corona.
Right. So here's the question. If you're president, because we're working on a vaccine for it right now.
Yeah.
And we'll come up with it first because we're America. There's nothing wrong with being patriotic, bro. But my question is, do we Do we give a little needle? Let's say it's a little needle in your arm. Do we make sure everyone in America is tightened up with the needle before we start sharing with other countries? Or do you just immediately go, we're going to start sharing it everywhere? But we make it more like if I live in Delaware and there's a guy in Russia getting a shot with a thumbs up and I didn't get mine yet, and it was made in Delaware, I would be fucking furious, wouldn't you? I'd be like, they invented it at Johnson & Johnson Pharmaceuticals 3 miles from my house. So, that's what.
So, yeah, I would say that if it's developed here, everybody's got to get it before anybody else. But hey, everybody in the world is subject to possibly, spreading it. So it's not, you gotta, I don't know. It sounds like a nightmare.
I know.
And you know what
it's
the
easy to
problem
joke
is?
about it, though.
Yeah, but listen, you know what the problem is?
Yeah.
It's like flu-like symptoms. I don't like anything that resembles another disease. I'd rather have this thing go, you know what happens when you get corona? No, half of your face turns yellow. So you got it? I don't want to sneeze and go, I think that's the flu or is it coronavirus?
Right. No,
Close.
That's what makes chickenpox my favorite, man. It's so cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? I'm right there with you. Yellow face, keep it home. Keep it home. That would be nice.
So that's what I'm dealing with over here. The valet, the coronavirus, and now I'm calling in a favor to get your photo. That's photo.
Don't even bother my face. We're going to be dead in 2 months, apparently, anyway.
We're all going to look like that. I had a party. I had a pizza party at the house over the weekend.
Nice.
And just to have a pizza. What's that? No.
You made the pizzas yourself?
No. We brought in Pizzana, which is the best pizza in LA, in my personal opinion. We got the pizza stove, so we fired that up, and it started off as just a pizza party, and this thing turned into a fucking carnival. By the way, are we getting beeped out on iHeart with the swears? Hank. Great. No, just as I'm doing this just now, I'm going, wait a minute, are they beeping this out? But good. So
turned into a carnival in what way, man? What are you talking about?
We had a inflatable slide. That
Yeah.
I got to tell you, and I got to tell the listeners, if you're having a party, a birthday party, whatever, anything around kids, you got to get an inflatable slide. It was the best thing we could have done. These kids could not stop sliding down the slide.
That's heaven. That's heaven when they're
It was heaven. And I got to tell you, and I'm sure you wouldn't mind me saying this, Bill Burr was at our party.
Why would I mind?
Oh, what? No, him.
Oh, all right.
He and his daughter had a blast going down the slide. I mean, it was well worth the money just to see Burr and his daughter slide down the slide together.
Nice.
Beautiful. Just a beautiful thing to see.
Now, how high? So this slide must be high then. If
23 feet.
Wow. Nice. How fun, man.
Took Serafina down, put her on my lap. And, when you've had this happen, when you hit the end of something that's fun and she turns to you, Daddy, do it again.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
It was outstanding. So we had that. I set up a volleyball court in the back, which nobody used.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you something else. The look of a volleyball court is worth it if no one even plays.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just to have it readily available.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. When I'm drinking beers in the summertime and there's a volleyball net, it lets me know if things get dull, we can always go over there and bang out a little volleyball. I love volleyball. I play it only way I play though is you got to have your beer right by one of the poles. And in between every couple of shots, you chug your beer. You're like, Tommy, you got that in, you son of a bitch. Yeah. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Falling into the net and shit. Let's get at it. It's great. It's great.
I feel like you need to have the beer there, but almost the play has to occur around where your beer is located in order for you to take a sip. You can't go and do a dive over here and then run over here to go get the beer, right?
Well,
I think that takes up too much time.
But you do that fake fast jog back. Like, hold up, I'm coming back, right? I love it, man. But you bring up a good point, though. You ever do like you dive and then you look over and your beer is right there? How many sports can you play where after you make a play, your beer is right there? Are you drinking on the links, by the way?
No, I'm not a big drinker on the links.
You take it very serious, man.
Yeah, it's not that I'm taking it serious. Here's the thing. I'm golfing on other people's dime, right? So I'm not like hosting these things. Yeah. I'm getting invited to golf. And then what am I going to do? I'll get 3 or 4 Bloody Marys I'm ordering on the guy's tab. So
I hear you. But
I just relax a little bit when I just have like one drink when I'm golfing. But,
nice party, man.
Oh, it was beautiful. I got to tell you, to look around the yard and see everybody having fun, especially the kids, it was something. So that's the week I'm coming off of. What do we got on your side? What's the?
Well, here's a little. How do you feel about this, man? On the phone with Jackie the other day. Excuse me, there's a guy who, I know the guy enough, like he's in town. His daughter and my daughter are like really good friends. And sometimes I'll see him at a soccer game or something. Nice enough guy. And he's at the same gym as us. So Jackie's telling me the other day that she goes, we were talking. And he's like, I was at the gym. And he goes, I saw you running yesterday. And now you're working out here. You work out all the time. And Jackie goes, wow, Tuesdays and Wednesdays or whatever, on my big workout day, da, da, da. And he goes, yeah, I could use some motivation. I was wondering, any chance you want to run together? Hey, he practically just asked my wife out for dinner.
It's a date.
It's a date, right? I mean,
it's a date disguised with a run.
Yeah. Is there any other way to see it? We were talking about it in the writer's room, and one of the women are like, he's just asking to run, and the other writer goes like this, nah, it's a run, but this is what it is. He starts doing a fake jog. So, Pete's on the road a lot, huh? Here we go. I go, right? Here we go. Let's rest in the shade. I gotta stretch my hammy. My question to you is, of course, Jackie was like, I'm not gonna run with him, of course not. Does this warrant a cold shoulder next time I see him as a message? Or do I just, I'm sure in his eyes it was harmless, but even though it was harmless, I feel like it needs to be known. You don't ask married women to run.
Who's this guy?
I tell you, he's a guy. What do you have? Listen to my stories until you determine if they're worth fucking going back and getting it back. I know that move. No, I do that move. Hank, you know that's what he does, right?
No,
like,
I missed the
because you weren't interested.
I was interested, but actually, I looked down. While you were saying that, and I made sure I had my validation. I'm like,
see what I'm saying? Did the iHeart people listen to the show? This parking lot guy is affecting the cast, man. I mean, my man can't even function on the show. Anyway, this guy, he's single, but he has a daughter that's the same age as Sadie, and they're good friends. So sometimes I'll see him at the soccer field or in the gym, and I'm just, do I just like, hey, how you doing? Or do I give a little bit of a cold shoulder up first?
Yeah,
to know that's a little bit.
No, I think you go. Did you ask my wife to run?
Well, then I'm going to have to get my pinky ring out to make sure I'm twisting that as I say those words. What the fuck, guy? All right, you're not on the set of The Irishman anymore. Let's take it back to...
I think you need to go up to him and then like disguise it with humor. Did you ask my wife to run? And he goes, well, yeah, I got this fucking way, It's done in a way where it's a joke. But like he goes home and goes, like, she told him about that. You got to let this guy think when he goes to bed.
Total mob behavior, bro. You just described what I'm saying. No, you do it like a joke. You ask my wife to run? I'm kidding. Hey, go home, see your wife. You get a nice dinner. By the way, you know who owns Governors, right?
Governors.
Jimmy.
Yeah. No, I thought, what's his name?
James.
Did he sell it?
No.
Oh, yeah, the guy. Yeah. That's the set and finish.
With the suit, yeah.
Suit. Yeah.
So he was telling me a story recently about growing up in Brooklyn. And two things. First of all, De Niro's character from Goodfellas, Jimmy the Gent?
Mm-hmm.
When he was older and he got out of jail, this guy who owns Governors dated his daughter. And I'm like you, he goes, I'd be in his house. Yeah, and he'd be in the other room, just watching TV or whatever. I'm like, that's insane. And when he was young, when he was a kid, he's like, Jimmy had just gotten out of jail. And he goes, and you'd hear about him, but you never saw him out on the street. Hank, call Lou and ask Lou what Lou would do and play here. So he says, I goes, I'm about 18, 19. I go, yeah, I got one of those big Thunderbird, big car, and I'm at a red light and this guy hits me, this old guy. And I get out and I'm like, you son of a bitch. I'm yelling, I'm giving him a thing. He goes, and this big son of a bitch, who, he's one of the guys, he was across the street in front of the club. And he calls me over and he goes, you know what that is you're yelling at? And I'm like, oh, he goes, it's Jimmy the Gent. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't know. He goes, I go running back over. I go right up to him. I'm like, Jimmy, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was you, And right away, Jimmy's like, don't worry about it. You didn't call the cops. And he goes, no, I didn't call him yet. We're good. So just instantly, man,
Nice.
Like Jimmy the Gent, this parking shit you're going through would have been done like 2 episodes ago, man. This is getting embarrassing.
That's the type of power where you don't even have to say anything. And word travels going, who you just told off? No, it was a guy's the head of a family. And then the next time you see him, so sorry, that's what you need. Not me where I'm going to call and go, excuse me, there's a guy in your lot that's treating me with not the type of, you just want to be feared, and word gets out.
Well, yeah, man. Just that, right? Just he hits Jimmy the Gent's car, and Jimmy the Gent just sits there and goes, let him know who I am. I'll just wait here. He probably lit a cigarette while he was waiting. So, side note, not a side note, but I sent you the Rappaport script. We finished.
Yeah, I didn't read it yet.
I didn't expect you to read it yet. But anyway, Rappaport read it, right?
Yeah.
He's got 0 notes on this thing. He loves it. And we're all meeting next Tuesday, next week at the Soho Club to discuss it in New York City. Now, the other writer who I've been co-writing this thing with, one time when we were first getting this thing together and we had the whole idea, we were supposed to meet Rappaport for lunch and I couldn't make it. So I said, go meet with him, set it all up. And then ever since then, a couple times here and there, Rappaport would, send a note or something like, whatever, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And it was always to the other writer, which I'm fine with. So once we finished this thing, because we wrote it together, truly, 100%, I'm like, I go to producers, give me Rappaport's email. Let me send him an email. So I sent him an email about a week and a half ago, just introducing myself. Funny little thing I put in there, Nothing. I haven't heard anything. And, listen, here's the thing about writing, and I'm a huge fan of Rappaport's acting and of him. So we're all good, and for all I know, he hasn't even seen this thing, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I just, as a writer, when I do these writing projects, I can't deal with the superstar guy that can barely be bothered. You know what I mean? It's like, I got 3 specials on Amazon Prime too. Return the email guy. I mean, listen, this is our cast. If I can't say it here, look, I'm going to ruin the deal because I'm saying this shit here. But
oh God!
So we'll see. We'll see how
many times have you told your wife, "Babe, still no email"? Can you believe it?
Well, no. Now what I do the last 2-3 days, I go to my email, and as I'm going to it, I go, I know there's not going to be one from him. I'm not even going to look for it. I'm like, You're fucking looking for it if you're talking about it. Who are you fooling, you know?
Oh, do we have
I
an
just got to
over,
make sure
under?
at the Soho house, I got to leave before I get into my third moon because that's when I'll go. So, is your email ba?
You check your computer?
Yeah.
Disguise it like you would the whole thing about the running. Just go, you know what? Yeah, I emailed you about 2 weeks ago. What? Nothing? Nah, yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
What if he's even cooler than me if I go, I sent you an email, you know? I hadn't heard back, so I was wondering what's the best way to get a hold of you? And he goes, that was the best way. I would go, message received, Mr. Rappaport.
Oh, man.
So anyway, yeah. That's next week. And I just got to get this in because I know I'm going to forget. I did go watch well over 2-3 weeks ago, Watt's full performance on Saturday Night Live. And all I have to say to that is I feel bad for people that train acting for years and years because it was like really good, man. It was really good. And probably, you know, if you're a thespian, you're like, damn, I'm going to Juilliard and this guy's banging it out during the off season. The one in the locker room I loved.
Yeah, the locker room.
When he's
was
like,
great.
this guy, he sucks.
I like the sound studio, the sound booth. I thought was really good. I mean, we had talked about this, Lana and I, about a couple nights ago. I said that, you know, after seeing that, my 2 wishes within the next 3 to 5 years is Pete and Watt move out to L.A. Because now I'm thinking if this show goes, right, this Rappaport thing or whatever, and it shoots in L.A., I'm thinking, all right, Pete, that's the entry thing and for Pete. And then Watt, after he retires, you know, he's going to have a future in entertainment. So where's the entertainment capital of the world? Right here in Los Angeles, California. I'd say 4 years, we're meeting once a week. For dinner.
What a last 20, 25 years of my life. That would be fun. Banging that out. Doing it like Wednesdays. Yeah, I dig it, dude. By the way, this cast is what's getting me out to L.A.
Oh,
the Rappaport show. I can't even get him to return an email.
That's true. That's true. You won't be on this thing for long. We're gonna get you out here on the cast.
Oh, it's nice to go to Amazon Prime, though, and see my specials. You know, it's just all 3 of them. I only thought the one was going to be up there, but all 3 of them were.
Oh, once you put all 3, isn't it nice to see your specials up there next to Clorox?
I don't know if I got that next to me yet. 2 of them you got to rent. 1 is free. I'm like, come on, man. Free them up. Free them all up.
Oh, you rent. Oh, you can't stream it?
No, it's Amazon Prime, and then you can click on the 1 is for free, the new one, which is great. That's the most important one. Yeah. And then the other 2 are there too, and I'm like, wait, you got to rent those? Come on.
No, get those on the free. So you get paid for. It's funny, their algorithm over at Amazon, the way it works, you get paid based on how long people even tune into the damn special. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that I respect.
So people 15 minutes they listen or watch, you get more money obviously than if they listened or watched for 3 minutes. So it's a weird thing that they got over there. Cool. But anyway, here's another thing. Today I took Caruso to music class. Now Caruso's 8 months, right? Wow. Lana's been taking him to this home where someone hosts it.
Yeah.
And they bring in like these 2 people that play bongos, guitar, and what have you.
Yeah.
So I take them today. She's like, you sure you want to take us? I take. Yeah. She said, it's all moms. I said, even better, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, I already know this scenario. This is one of those. You want all the moms to wish their husbands were as cool as you deals?
You got it. So knowing that going in, I know that going in, right? So I lay it on thick. Hey, hello, ladies. What's going on? I showed up late, so made an entrance a little bit.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
It was at the park. And the reason I was late is because I was told it was at a house, but at that house, they couldn't have it. So last minute, they moved it to a park, and they didn't have my number. They had my wife's number. So I found out through another person who was on the block, oh, yeah, it's at the park. So I went to the park, and I was late. I show up. One of the women's, oh, you could sit next to me on my pad. They had like a little blanket. I didn't know blanket or nothing. I didn't know this thing was going to be in a park, right? So I sit down. Hey, ladies.
Yeah,
I got the, huh? Share the bed. Share the bed.
May as well jog with her.
She asked me.
What are you gonna do? You can't sit in the dirt. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, no,
Lady, I would rather sit in dirt than share your pad. You got to take the pad. You got to take the pad.
Oh, I went pad all day, right?
Absolutely.
So I said, oh, hey, ladies, how you doing? And it's like, got nothing, right? I got like, almost like, hi, like nothing like, hey, like, I'm like, all right, like, you ever test and gauge where people are at? You come in hot and you get nothing. You're like, all right, let me dial it back a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
They're not at my level here.
Reading the room. Yeah.
Reading the room. So they got this guy and girl doing the class. They're on the bongos, right?
Yeah.
Like, all right, we're going to, like, the bongos are playing softly in the background, right?
Yeah.
Nothing, Hank?
This guy.
We don't have the rights to any music, sound effects, nothing.
We just want you to play something every once in a while so we know you're not dead. Shit.
The iHeart sound cues are very limited here.
Yeah. It's oh, man.
Oh, so the bongos are going in the background.
Yeah.
And the woman's like, all right, everybody, we're going to go around and we're going to see why you're here. What are you celebrating today? Yeah, she's very upbeat. What are you celebrating today? One woman's like, oh, we're celebrating, 2020. Okay, we're celebrating 2020. And then they make it a song, right?
Yeah.
So, so you ever in a situation where you're like, all right, it's 3 more until they get to me?
Oh, yeah.
So you're like, you're trying to come up with something so outstanding while the other 3 are going.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm half paying attention to Caruso, but my brain, I'm like, what am I going to do that's going to floor the room, right?
Yeah. I love it.
Now, let me ask you before I tell you mine. If you were there with Sadie and you were the only guy, only father, right? They're looking at me. I think they're looking at me like, this is maybe the father that lost his job. Right. I don't know what they're thinking.
Now, I think they're thinking, because of where you are and stuff, here's the cool dad with a job that allows him to be around during the week, and he's here, and this is more of a woman thing. Now it's a different vibe.
You're right. It could be a variety of things. But I always go, I don't know.
No, your bottom line is there's a certain vibe with the moms there, and you're killing it by being there. You're killing it.
Maybe I'm interrupting what they would not like to talk about.
You're telling me they don't seem interested in you being there. That's what I'm just going by what you're telling me. I just
didn't feel like they were friendly, but not like I thought. Like, oh, we got a man here. Let's whatever. Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's hey, what are you doing? They were friendly, but not like. I was overly friendly, and I thought I was gonna break the ice in the room where they're gonna go, "Hey, finally, someone here that's not so serious." So, do you have anything off the top of your head that you would say that would be maybe clever if you and here we go? Would we just get rights to this?
I think he texted DJ Lo. We just get right there. Called iHeart headquarters and said, "Can we play bongo music?"
Hey, listen, we need bongo music and we need Pete's picture.
Yeah, all right, thank you. I would be more in this situation. I would be less trying to wow the room. For me, I would just be more in survival mode. Like, what can I do and get this over with and be cool? I would off the top of my head, I'm feeling like I'd go and I'm celebrating spring is on its way, because where we live, it's always cold,
Oh, okay. So it was like a generic. I kind of went generic too. I went, though, something specific to what was going on right then and there. They came to me, and I just did one of these. And I think I attribute this to being a comedian. I think only comedians would do this. Before they deliver the line, they give a little, like, this is what I did. I go, like, instead of just jumping into the phrase, you just kind of give like an almost like, when I'm celebrating Father and Sunday. Man. And then they go into, it's Father and Sunday. It's Father and Sunday.
Yeah.
Hey. So the woman next to me goes, oh, what else did you do today? And I'm like, this is it. The kid's 8 months. He's been in bed the whole day. Hey, you think I took him to the ball game?
Yeah. Oh, this is just the start. We're getting steaks later on. Fuck, lady. He doesn't even know we're doing this.
What else you got planned? The kid's up for 2 hours.
Though, you complain because they're not giving you a certain thing. And the minute the lady gives you what you're looking for, you look at her like she's got a horn coming out of her forehead. Oh, hey, lady, tone it down.
Oh, yeah, he's going to hear you now. He's going to want to do something after this. No, I said, listen, and I did. I got out a little electric car that we had gotten as a gift from my mother-in-law for Serafina. It's like one of those remote control cars. Yeah. She didn't like it, so it's just been sitting in the garage collecting dust. So I got out of the garage today, and I put him in there. Totally different. This kid got in there happier than a sack of shit. Just up and down the driveway. Couldn't stop laughing.
With the remote control car?
Yeah. So I'm sitting there and, we broke some ground. Like they knew Lana. They start putting it together. Not that they put it together, but they knew Caruso from the other class. So they were like, they knew my wife is Lana. So Lana's like the social butterfly. Like, oh, yeah, we love Lana. Da, 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 da. So basically how nice Lana is gave them kind of, okay, if Lana's with him, he can't be too bad.
Dude,
right?
You've been living free off of Lana's niceness for a long time.
Big time, bro.
Yeah.
Big
I mean,
time.
she's been doling out 2 servings for fucking months and years now.
Oh, but I couldn't really participate in the conversations. There was like, they're talking about breastfeeding and one's trying to wean off the kid and the thing and the bottle.
Well, I mean, again, to my point, though, the idea that, and they're censoring themselves around you with what they're saying here. Imagine what they really want to say amongst each other about breastfeeding. It's like...
They might have said, hey, I got to get this kid off my nipple. This is ridiculous.
But listen, I'm right there. Like, when parents and I aren't seeing eye to eye, like, are you going to, like, because I just took Sadie, I have to take her once a month. I took her this past Sunday to religion, right? Now, I know you got a half Jewish, half Catholic family. Are your kids going to be banging out religion? Probably not, right?
Well, it's funny you say that. We were thinking about this the other day, at least I was, and I mentioned it to Lana. I said, listen, I think the kid's got to grow up with some type of structure when it comes to religion. Say what you want about it. There is a structure in place when you study, whether it be, Catholicism, Judaism, whatever, is a kind of a guideline of how to live your life. Now, you got the argument on the flip side where parents are like, oh, we're going to teach the kid on it's nice to have the commandments or what have you to follow.
Right.
And just some structure.
100%, yeah.
And whether it be Jewish, Catholic, or, whatever you're preaching and whatever you're taking, I think it's good for the child. So, long story short, I think we're going to have to get Serafina and Caruso in some type of organized religion.
But listen, and they're not gonna. Sadie's already at the age with it. Like the first year, you could kind of do the Jesus, this and that happened, and now she's old enough. Like she don't like it, so now I just gotta do what every parent did. I do the old. I know it sucks, but you got to be grateful. Aren't you grateful for everything you have? You have to go thank someone. So she gets that aspect, but just like But I don't. She's not coming at it necessarily with this enlightenment about religion, right?
Yeah.
We go, I can't. Jackie's like, you keep telling her it sucks. She's not. I go, I can't help it. It is what it is. She knows, man. She's driving there. Dad, I just want to hang out and watch TV on Sunday. So now when we go, we always go and you're in this big room with a woman and she talks to all the kids for about 5 minutes. And then they all go down a hallway and they split off into different classrooms based on their age. And usually I drop her off and then I go out to the car and hang out and blah, blah, blah. And then I come in an hour later. I kind of wander around, right? So this time the kids go in and I hear the lady go, all right, all the parents are going to come in here with me. Now, most parents seem to just drop their kids off and stuff. There was like 7 of us. And I'm like, is she talking about? So I do, as they're all walking down the hall to go into a classroom, I sidestep into a bathroom and then they're all in there and I hear her go in there. And then I come out and I do one of those where I even mumble to myself. I'm like, beat it. Like, I ain't going in there. And I hear the lady go, he was just here. Where? And as she's saying that, she steps out and she goes, there you are, Dad. Don't you hate when they call you that? Dad. There you are, Dad. We're all in here. So I go, what? And I go in there and she's like, we're all going to be in here today studying and going over the da-da-da. So, one moment, and she steps out to go get her coffee. She left in the main room. So I turn to the other parents, and there's a dad right next to me with a beard and like a Carhartt jacket. I'm like, this guy's blue collar, right? He's going to be. I look over him, and I go, what are we doing? I already did religion. What the hell are we doing this shit for? And I thought he was going to go, right? Da-da-da. And then he goes, well, like that. And then another woman goes, well, we could all use a refresher. A refresher. So I go to the bearded guy, refresher. I didn't even know it the first time. And still nothing. And then the lady comes back in and now I'm stewing. I'm like, so I'm doing that huffy puffy where I keep getting up and leaving the room for a minute and coming back and leaving. And everyone's just kind of ignoring me. And I'm being a bit of a baby, but this is, dude, what the I'm done with this shit. And then this lady is so oblivious to how much most of us, at least me, like, don't care. I'm done. I mean, I go to church on Saturday. That's it. That's my thing. I do it. And I wear the change. What more do you want from me? She goes, are you ready for this, bro? She goes, by the way, I don't know, everyone's doing after this, but at 9:30 Mass today, right next door here at St. Joe's, there's going to be a baptism. Right? So I go, oh, who's getting baptized? You got a relative? And she's like, no, it's just a baptism. If anyone would like to go see. Shit, like a fucking baptism of a random kid. She just goes to that shit for entertainment. Are you kidding me, bro? Holy shit. I would rather watch a bird dying in the road than a baptism.
Wow. So how did you get yourself out of the baptism?
Well, I was going to turn to my cohorts and be like, is she fucking kidding me? But I figured they're probably already halfway out the door to go to it. I just can wait. And that's why you marry someone like you. The door's halfway open. I'm like, Jack, do you know the fucking wacko with the thing with the hair? She wanted us to go to a baptism. And Jackie's like, I'm fucking for who? For nobody. What the fuck?
Oh, wow.
Man,
it's awful. You start in on something that you think the whole crew is going to be, we're going to jump on this guy's back. He's saying what I'm thinking, and then it totally backfires. Now you're on an island.
Yeah. But they're all weird to us, right? Oh, man, good run, bro. Good run today.
Good run. Are we done already? Wow, it says a 55-minute run we did. But Hank, what do we got on the shot clock there?
53. Is there any other notes anything I wanted to bring up? How about you? Anything else you wanted to touch on?
I think I had something else on this.
Hey,
No,
do
I
you
think
don't,
that-
you don't.
think that covered it. I'm just gonna go down now and see if this guy shit on my hood. I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to go down there and something's wrong with the car, right?
Wow. Yeah, but then but come on, that's like, it's not going to get to that. He's not that. He wouldn't do that. Speaking of cars, it is an interesting tidbit, by the way. This show we're writing here, Kevin's show is a NASCAR show. He plays a crew chief.
Yeah, that's why I ask you. You're doing these videos and you got like race cars behind you. Is that the set?
Yeah, it looks like a NASCAR garage.
Yeah.
So we got some race cars, and we've had on some really awesome race car drivers. Like we had on what's his name? Blaney? I forget his first name. Really, Ryan Blaney. Really nice guy. He's the one. Did you see that huge crash at Daytona?
Yeah.
He was the car that hit the car that crashed.
Oh, wow.
So he was in the one. We have him on the show
crash?
like regularly. We've been having him on. And Kevin's like, next time he comes on, I want you to start playing his buddy that like agrees with everything he says and stuff. And this Blaney guy's a really cool dude. He's a cool dude. But the next time he was supposed to be on, he couldn't make it. And, I think he's still a little shook up about it. But I wanted to bring up this race. This is a fascinating thing I found out today because the guy who works on our show was a big NASCAR guy. The guy who crashed, who was okay, Ryan Newman, right? Thank God. So this guy is so smart. He's an engineer before he was a race car driver. And he would always say something about the car needing an extra bar on the inside of the car. There's one bar here and it needs another bar, I think, for safety purposes. And he put one in his own car, but it still wasn't mandatory. And then after a few years, it became mandatory in all cars and it became known as the Newman bar. And it's in every car. And that bar is what saved his life. Wow. Are you kidding me, man?
Wow.
Talk
That's
about
crazy.
That's like,
So why? If the bar wasn't there, he would have what? Went through the window or?
Well, yeah, if you watch the crash, when he gets lifted off the ground, the way his car is in the air, at one point his car is like nose down, facing the cars coming at him, and another car comes up and hits his car right in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And if that bar wasn't there, he would have got crushed.
Wow.
It's nice to hear a story about like that, instead of one of those where they put the bar in afterwards after the guy passed away and now it's the Numa. But it's nice to hear one saved his own life. Talk about a big fat getting out of the car and taking your helmet off. I fucking told you guys. Did I not fucking say put the bar in?
What
Thank
happened
God
to
he's
him?
all right.
Did he I didn't follow the story. Did he break bones? What
He was out of the hospital in 2 days, man. And I don't know the full circumstances, but it looks like he's gonna race again, and he's okay, and he's gonna be okay, man. It's insane, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, crazy sport, man. Crazy sport. So anyway, I got a couple. Listen, folks, I got a lot of dates coming. I'm going to announce them all next week. It's mostly, I'm hitting some clubs again because I want to get new stuff. And when I get out of here, I'm going to start playing a bunch of dates. So right out of the gate, I just have Bananas here in Hasbrook Heights on April 24th and 25th. I'll also be in Rochester at Comedy at the Carlson, June 4th through June 6th. A lot more dates to come. What's up, bro? How's the tour going, huh?
So I'm going to be in Poughkeepsie this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Now, I come in on Thursday, but I'm staying in White Plains. Is that where you're at around?
White Plains. That's I don't think that's Long Island, but it's right around here. Yeah, it's not far.
Hank, you want to Google White Plains, New York, to see if that's near?
Do a White Plains, New York to Days in Hicksville, Long Island.
Do a route on that to see where we fall as far as distance, because I'm going to be staying out in White Plains the whole time. Thursday, Friday. Do you go home Friday?
No, I go home. Well, we tape Friday, but I go home Saturday morning. But I'll be around Thursday and Friday day.
It's an hour away. Like if I came down, I got a rental. I wonder if it's on the way to Poughkeepsie. Do you think that's on the way to Poughkeepsie? Hank?
No, because it's the opposite direction. I'm more towards the city. Yeah.
Damn. I let him map it out because I got to drive up to Poughkeepsie. So, long story short, I'll be in Poughkeepsie Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 2 shows a night, 6 shows altogether. I think there's still some tickets left up on SebastianLive.com. New merch up on the website as well, SebastianLive.com. Also, I posted those 3 videos of Pete at the dry cleaners so you could check out what he had to deal with.
With the horse lady.
Yeah, with the horse blanket.
All right.
And the remnants from what happened out there. So that's all up there. Share the Pete and Sebastian show. We're creeping up on the standings. Not that we're looking. It's just from what I'm hearing on the Twitter sphere that the show is. I know we don't have DJ Hank or DJ Lou. We miss him dearly, but this is who we have to work with now. Hank, who could barely get a sound effect out of his pocket when I can't even speak. I'm just so worried. I don't know. The wedding came and went. We were not a part of it.
We were invited.
Unfortunately, we could not attend. It looked like it had a great time.
By the way, saw photos. White sweatpants. It's seemingly white. Like it seemed like a casual dinner rehearsal.
I don't know if you saw some of the photos, but I gotta ask you something. He had a couple photos with sunglasses on.
At the wedding?
Is it like the photo booth? I don't know if it was something that was planned or what that was. I gotta kind of pick his brain on what the sunglasses.
Wow, what was your takeaway?
I don't know, like sunglasses for the wedding photos.
So like, are they in your? Like, are you going down the aisle with a pair of Armani shades on the inside pocket?
That's what I'm saying. Like during the vows, did he go, hold on? Like, do you carry those around with you all night long?
Did you, when you got married? Like when I got married, I used to smoke, and I purposely took my Marlboros out because I thought it would just be too tacky to go down the aisle with a pack of smokes in my pocket.
God, yeah.
So
no.
Do you even have your wallet on you?
I had nothing on me on my wedding,
I
got married outside. I got married out in literally the Napa sun.
Oh, that's
I had no sunglasses, nothing.
Wow. Wow.
So I was wondering if this was a choice that he made.
He wasn't at the altar with him on.
I don't know.
Come on. Was he Secret Service getting married?
I doubt it. I doubt he had them. I'm just wondering how you work sunglasses into the whole wedding. Is that something that you're carrying around, or somebody gives them to you during the photo shoot time? Go put these on; they'd look cool.
Right.
Bang.
It's a good question. It's a good question to ask. And it was interesting to because the invite didn't mention casual. So if we had gone, I'd have been at that dinner party in a casual suit, and everyone's bopping around in tennis gear.
Casual suit? I would have a tuxedo on.
At the dinner rehearsal? I would have had my Enzo's custom suit on by then. But I would have had no good tuxedo. But I mean, they were all ready to play croquet. You see them?
It looked like P. Diddy's white party.
It did, man. I did. I was just looking for a white guy holding an umbrella.
God. So that's it. That's the Pete and Sebastian show right here on iHeartRadio. Keep listening, keep watching. Just a pleasure to do this show with Hank and yourself. We will see you next week with more fun and excitement.